Hello. So, as you can see, this is one of my speakers that I have for my computer setup. Now, it's a bit overkill for regular computer duty, but of course I did sound design before and I did some pre-mixing or dialogue or whatever, or sound effects at home, and then the rest in the studio. So I needed some monitors that are decent and at that time especially affordable, because I didn't have any money, and I had some regular Tannoy simple domestic monitors which sucked pretty hard. So I bought these from, I believe it was someone that worked at the NPO, like the Dutch broadcast thingy. And these were hanging there in a studio without foam surrounds for, I believe, 15 or 20 years. In some room they never used. So that's why they actually look as new. I mean, they're dirty because I smoke too much in my computer room. So they're really nasty, sticky, but they are as new. Besides, there's here some imprint of my Vogel wall mounts. But yeah, that's what it is. I do like these mounts, they're pretty nice. But as you can see, it's time again. I thought like a month ago or something I was feeling it, because I thought it looks a little browner than when they're new. New, they're more a bit gray. It could be the smoke. As you can see, is this even the right size before I... Yeah, should be. And I touched it and I was like, meh, this is way too soft. Way too soft. So soft that you can just do like this. But it's funny, if you do not touch it, you might not notice at all. They look to be fine. A little bit brownish, but well, as you can see, they're clearly not fine. I removed already one screw. This one. Everything is sticky and nasty. Oh, I have an idea. Let's use some magnets. That might be a good choice, if this is even steel. Ha! It is aluminium. They look like a stamped basket, but apparently it is a casted frame, but not very intricate. File to the rescue. Well, this is not much of a seal anymore, but I think I will use it anyways. It's a ported design, so the sealing is less of a huge deal. Now this is funny, they used like flat cable for the connections. The reason I think they did is because the other side they can just have a pre-clamped or prefab connector already on there, so it saves them time. What I do think is a kind of weird option is they used only the red wire for plus or positive, and they used 3 wires for minus or ground. Why not split it up using 2 wires with the red one, or 1 with the red one for plus and 2 for the ground? I have no clue. I mean, at this moment we're still limited by this singular wire, so I don't know, kind of weird choice, I think. Yeah, this is not much. I'll put it back in, I think, but... Oh, I also noticed one of the LEDs is not working anymore. So I ordered a new one, although I'm not even sure if I care about the LEDs, because I never turned them off. I think I've never turned them off since I bought them. Yeah, maybe once or twice when I removed the computer entirely to take with me, or put somewhere else for a LAN party or something. So that's kind of funny. So after 30 years or something, the LED finally crept out. So last time I refoamed these is in maybe 2012 or 13, maybe 14. So around 10 to 12 years, and then they look like this. So actually they should have been replaced, I think, a year or two earlier. It's not really that long, I think, if your foam surrounds disintegrate within 10 years. So maybe more like 8 years if you want to keep them at good health. Ain't that weird? I mean, you have these speakers, which were back in the day pretty pricey, I think. And then you have to replace the woofer every 8 years because not many people will refoam it. But I must say, it's not much of a woofer. It's peerless. And thank God it doesn't have a paper cone in this case, because that makes cleaning easier. And I'll show you later why. Because I soak my driver in alcohol. Well, at least the end of the cone. And if this was not a poly or whatever kind of plastic cone, that would screw up the paper cone, and then your whole woofer is fucked. So, but this is something I tried for the first time. The previous time I just cleaned it off with these Q-tips. But this time, since it's only 10 or 12 years ago, the foam is rotten away, which is easy to clean, but the glue itself is not at its end of life. So that's still pretty much on there. And I don't know, this glue does not like to be removed by either IPA or Spiritus, which worked a little bit better, I think. So the non-fun part is removing all of this. I really dislike this part. Well, this is okay, but yeah, it feels so dirty and sticky and nasty. Then the most not so nice thing to do is this. So I made a container outside with this in there, just enough so it will hit this two parts, and then put the driver in upside down, and hopefully the fumes alone will not remove the dust cap. But let's see how it's doing. So it's clean enough. Now the only problem with these, and I forgot how I did it, is that the actual foam fits exactly in the basket, which in this case is not so nice to work on, because usually, at least what I did and what most people do, is do the inner lip first, then you can correct it a little bit with the outer lip. But in this case you can see it fits quite snugly, so there isn't much wiggle room to center the cone. It's not the best looking one. I did a better job 12 years ago. I am going for this approach. Then I'll just wait. I might screw it up. I really hate this, but yeah. Heap hoy! So yeah, as you can see, there are some glue splotches. So for now, this is what it is. I maybe clean it up a little bit. Yeah, I'll clean it up here a little bit. But I 3D printed a ring that would sit on here, so I can glue it down nicely. I wish I did the same for the inside, and I wish I did only apply glue on the foam inner surround, and just used a little bit more, wait to it for maybe add it on, then remove it, then let it dry a little bit, and then apply it. But there's one thing that is nice, that this is already centered. No scraping, nothing. So that's good. So the only thing I need to do right now, I did the other one already, by the way, but it's just, you know, flapping this over. This is not black anymore. Do I have a marker? So, whoop. This time we're just gonna use, oh fuck, I tripped. Well, that was easy. Yep. Ta-da! Leave it like this for an hour or 45 minutes. I did another one. I did not use the ring. Also has some spillover here, but it's on there. This can go into the cabinet, which I will do. These woofers are so tiny. So I added the seal, which is not much of a seal, but yeah. I'll tin this up a little bit. It went much faster than I thought it would be. I was not looking forward to this at all. But it works. And foams were around €7. And glue maybe €1 or €2. I don't know, something like this. Maybe €3. So maybe 10 to 12 euros in total with shipping, etc. And you can fix your currently priced second-hand €450 or €400 Genelec 1019A, which I looked up is from 1979 up till 1994. And also I looked up when I bought these with the fucked up surround, which was 2013. So I was not far off, maybe 1 year. So at least they are 30 years old. And maybe more like 40 something, 45 or 46 years old. They look quite okay for such age. They look really as new, except for the dimples here from my stand, or what is it, wall mount. There is no, yeah, it's perfect. Oh wait, one LED is not working, but I really do not care. Maybe I'll change it out when I receive the new LEDs, but I'm assuming this is gonna be terrible to replace. But we'll see. If I remove the amplifier, maybe it's easy to get to, but I think it might not be. So I had a piece of solder here. Oh, dropped it. Give it some new flux. Boop, 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 boop. Let's do the positive first, which is a tiny wire. Really is tiny. I know this is not an image frame. we have to dig around with this seal, which is not much of a seal anymore. It's all original, you know. It's, by the looks of it, bigger than the hole it should fit in. That's weird. Cool. Might clean up the glue smudges later on, or I might not do it at all because I don't really mind. They're kind of transparent. You can only see them because the light is coming from the top of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this with a driver or a drill because I'm afraid I will strip the wood. Now I have a better feeling of tightening it before I screw something up. There we go, one fixed. So next up will be this one. But of course the glue is not dry yet, so I'll wait. Ah, this one looks better. The seal, which is not a seal anymore. Let's remove a hair from me. So, I'll wait for another 45 minutes and add the second woofer and we're done. It took around, in total with cleaning, 2.5 hours. It's not bad. I mean, well, if this is your business, that's not gonna work, but to save some cool speakers, that's perfect. See ya.